Still the abrupt. What's that? Proof is in the pudding. And y'all go. But here that's for this. Well, behind the steel door. Y'all poor black Mike gonna put down fun your ass like this. Watch me lyrics. La-di-da-di-day. The one them call Black Mikey saved the day. So hey, like Busta Rhymes, give me mine. And hit me with that shit 2 times for your mind. As I drop my dog bomb on all of mankind. I write and recite my position like a heretic. Tearing shit up when I erupt to stop the nonsense. I whack rap songs by the rappers, that's irrelevant. To catch your wreck, but record stores still sell the bullshit. Stop selling pipe dreams to the listeners. You can't walk the talk the talk. So I'm dissing you. Listen upon your grave like roll over if you like. But I'll invoke you with a hazy shade of midnight. Ooh, I hunt you like the horror of Amityville. So-called keep it real, find them bills, kill softly. A fucking loss is what you'll all be taking. G, you can't exercise a microphone that's possessed by that Mikey. Yes, y'all get shook. The exorcism of the mind of Black Mikey's got you hooked. Run, come, and bring the fucking drama if you like. But MC won't live past midnight. As the sun falls, yes, y'all get shook. The exorcism of the mind of Black Mikey's got you hooked. Run, come, and bring the fucking drama if you like. But MC won't live past midnight. The prophecy is prophesied from verse 2. Reciting scriptures of the Dago voodoo. Doing you and your crew. I kick the seance to bring the spirits back in naughty rap. So you mortal rappers find yourselves trapped. There won't be another like me. Black Mikey brings the spirit in the dance in the party. Taking control of bodies. To jump when I tell them jump my bump in the night. Monster speakers in your trunk now, please. Listen when I tell you that my style's immortal. While them other niggas rap styles die slow death. Like for instance, drain your body of all this blood. Then only feel your veins begin with maggots from the mud. What for can't you understand, trick? Is it body bags, funerals, the caskets? Measures getting drastic. Ass kick, feet 6 with the maggots. A Catholic priest can exercise this real shit. As the sun falls, yes, y'all get shook. The exorcism of the mind of Black Mikey's got to look. Run, come, and bring the fucking drama if you like. But if the D won't live past midnight. As the sun falls, yes, y'all get shook. The exorcism of the mind of Black Mikey's got to look. Run, come, and bring the fucking drama if you like. But if D won't live past midnight. You can run, but you can't hide from the south side of South Beach. Blowing up in this belly of the beast till I smell features. Skills to unleash this beast to pieces. Can't no motherfucker on earth kick skills like I kick. Now who's gonna be my next victim? My rap's a knife that sticks them. My cipher's like a bull when I constrict them. I kick them. Styles no one dares try to kick like I do. Riding the locust in a swarm like Pazuzu. Me, I gon' murder you with the 1-2. Schizo style like Mikey from the basement ocean view. Fool, I terrorize the dreams until you scream. Waking up in cold sweat. Realizing we's the A1 team chasing cream. Gotta have it. Silly rabbit. Steal styles out of spite and bad habits. But dag nabbit. I show no love to the rise class. Because me, I can keep this mic possessed until it rots and lies. As the sun falls, yes, y'all get shook. The exorcism of the mind of Black Mikey's got to look. Run, come, and bring the fucking drama if you like. But MCs won't live past midnight. When the sun falls, yes, y'all get shook. The exorcism of the mind of Black Mikey's got to look. Run, come, and bring the fucking drama if you like. But MCs won't live past midnight. And you know that 1996, Black Mikey does it again. Big up for me niggas, Tyson, Still Door family, massive. Another hit for the family. And to all y'all that don't like this.
Yeah, what's up, folks? We gonna get into this bad boy. Shit, you know.
Still Door pro.
Yeah, man. You know, I've been on the internet a little bit. You know, it seems like because I was gonna talk about it last night, man, but I just didn't have no time for all that shit, man. I had stuff to do, and I really wasn't feeling it. I'm gonna fix this shit later. I'm just gonna turn that shit off. Just gonna put it right there at the top. Put that shit at the top. Yeah, man, let's get into the first thing, though. Let's get into the first thing. First thing, what we gonna talk about here? What we got? Let's talk about this. Deontay Wilder, man. He said he had like 7 surgeries on his arm. This article is brought to you by BoxingScene.com. It was a article that was done on the 14th, which is today. Well, I'm sorry. I think it was done like 2 days ago, but they updated it. It says updated. All right. And so that fight with Fury was crazy. This is what Deontay Wilder said. He said the fight with Fury was crazy. I couldn't straighten my arm out. It felt like something was stopping me from throwing it straight until right at the end. For some reason, I was very anxious to knock him out. but I couldn't straighten it out. I kept going back to my corner, and they were like, "Why can't you throw the right?" It says, "Damn, they really do be fucking them shit." It says, "Why can't you throw the fight hand?" Wow, they meant right hand, but the boxing scene be fucking up. It's right into there, said Wilder, and whatever. But it showed though, because he wasn't throwing that. He wasn't throwing that. That bronze bomber hand. He wasn't throwing that shit. I don't know what the problem was. Or what was going on, because I know for a fact, I had one surgery on my hand, and I had to go to physical therapy to get the, because after the surgery, a couple months went by because they had my hand locked up, because they put a plate in my hand, and what I noticed was that throughout the surgery, I couldn't move, I couldn't close my hand. I couldn't hold a coffee cup and all that stuff. So I can believe that he had to take the fight, but he needed physical therapy. And I think and I guess in the ring for him throwing punches and stuff like that, he finally, his muscle finally opened up and he was able to throw that bad boy. And I'm telling you what, man, that right hand in the 12th round, it was magnificent. It was beautiful. It was textbook. It was the same punch that Wilder has thrown over and 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 over again. It, basically he tucked it, Tyson Fury's hand, so he couldn't block, and he came in with that right, and that motherfucker went tumbling down. And then Deontay Wilder goes to say in the Chris Arroyo fight, when I broke my hand and tore my bicep, my team knew I broke my hand, but I didn't mention that I tore my bicep because I was like, why tell them? I don't want no one in panic. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to keep throwing it. Said Wilder, God damn. Damn. I didn't know it was like that. I know at the end of the fight, Chris Arroyo, they said Chris was surprised that I did all those things and that I was still able to throw it. It's just me mentally when it comes to a combat. Yeah, that's how it is. That's exactly what true warriors do. They get hurt in the ring, but guess what? They keep on going. They put the pain in the back of their head. They don't think about it, and they just keep doing what they need to do to win the fight. They keep doing what they need to do to win the fight, and that's what he did. Deontay Wilder didn't knock him out, but he got the TKO, and that was good enough for me. Chris Arreola has a very, very, very hard head, and his record speaks for it. He could take a punch, but I wish that Chris Arreola would stay off the liquid courage, that fire water, and stay his ass out the clubs, and get on track. Because I think Chris Arreola is a very good fighter, but I think what gets him is his stamina, and then not only that is I think he could still utilize the same style of fighting that he has, but he needs to add some different things into there, because I believe fighting, the way he fights, which is kind of like, that little, Mexican style, I don't think that's good in the heavyweight division, especially when you have heavy hitters around here. I mean, a lot of people want to say that Big Baby Miller don't hit hard, but I think he's been fucking around until his last fight. I think he's been trying to coerce people into thinking that he can't punch. Throwing all them little tappities. So yeah, let's get back into the article. Wilder goes on to say, I've had 7 operations on my arm, surgeries, breaking my arm, tearing my bicep, breaking my hand, Many times in my fights, I've broke my hand and still fought, tore my biceps, suffered third-degree burns. I'm a true warrior. When I broke my arm, see, these motherfuckers, they can't fucking, they don't know how to write. How the fuck, this motherfucker might be dyslexic. It says, when I broke my and tore my bicep. How can you break and tear a bicep? In the ring, my whole mentality changed too. Well, that motherfucker has to fall off. God damn. Yeah, boy, he could have went on and say exactly, you know, all them 6 operations that he had, because I would have liked to know that too. So we got an arm, we got a bicep, and we got a hand. So that's 3. So maybe with the bicep he had to go back again, and maybe with the hand, because one of the options you do have with breaking your hand is having those plates taken out. I still have my plates. They ain't, nah, homie, you ain't going back in. Nah. That's the doctor wanted to take it out because he was like, yeah, maybe it might cause complications in the future and stuff like that. Every now and again, I can feel like it's rubbing on my tendon when I'm opening and closing my hand. But you know what? You ain't opened me up twice, sucker. I'll tell you that much. Maybe that motherfucker was like, come back so I can get another check or something. But no, buddy. All right. Let's move on to the next article here. We got Joshua throws water at Tyson Fury's lineal championship claim. Look, it's already self-explanatory. This should be self-explanatory on why someone would say something like this. But let's look at the comments on the Boxing Scene's website first. So this guy says, oh, yeah, he couldn't sign AJ's contract with no date and venue. He's responding to somebody. Let's go into these comments. You have to actually go into the actual forum to actually read all the comments. Other than that, you will see most of the responses somebody had towards somebody else. Okay, this guy named Redeemer, he said Lineal does nothing for Joshua. Max Counterman is out of touch with reality. Joshua said it best is Lineal a title. No, it's not. See, this guy right here joined the forum section in Boxing Scene in October of 2008. He has rep power of 2 and is fully green. And he has 9,000 points, 11,000 points total. That basically makes me believe that this guy right here, he's been on here tough, and he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Because when you discredit the lineal title, you basically are like, that's like me playing football and I'm discrediting Bo Jackson, O.J. Simpson, and all the rest that came before me. You know what I'm saying? And then Joshua goes up to say, what is that? Like, are you saying when is that, like, to be condescending towards it? To say, like, what is that? Like, what the fuck that matters? Or are you saying, what is that, as if you are miseducated about what it is? Like, you don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Still do a pro. What's that? Proof is in the pudding. And y'all don't. But here, well, behind the steel door. Y'all poor black Mike gonna put down funny y'all ass like this. Watch me lyrics. La-di-da-di-day. The one them call Black Mikey saved the day. So hey, like Busta Rhymes, give me mine and hit me with that shit 2 times for your mind as I drop my dog bomb on all of mankind. I write and recite my position like a heretic, tearing shit up when I erupt to stop the nonsense. I whack rap songs by the rappers, that's irrelevant. To catch a wreck, but record stores still sell the bullshit. Stop selling pipe dreams to the listeners. You can't walk the talk, so I'm dissing you. Dissing upon your grave, like roll over if you like, but I'll invoke size of microphone that's possessed by black. As the sun falls, yes, yes, y'all get shook. The exorcism of the mind of Black Mikey's got you hooked. Run, come, and bring the fucking drama if you like. But MC won't live past midnight. As the sun falls, yes, yes, y'all get shook. The exorcism of the mind of Black Mikey's got you hooked. Run, come, and bring the fucking drama if you like. But MC won't live past midnight. The prophecy is prophesied for verse 2, reciting scriptures of this Lego voodoo. Doing you and your crew, I kick the seance to bring the spirits back in ID rap. So you mortal rappers find yourselves trapped. There won't be another like me. Black Mikey brings the spirit in the dance, in the party, taking control of bodies. To jump when I tell them jump, my bump in the night. Monster speakers in your trunk now, please. Listen when I tell you that my style's immortal, while them other niggas rap styles die slow death. Like for instance, drain your body of all the blood, then only fill your veins again with maggots from the mud. What for can't you understand, trick? Is it body bags, funerals, the casket? Measures getting drastic. Ass kick, feet 6 with the maggots. A Catholic priest can exercise this real shit. As the sun falls, yes, yes, y'all get shook. The
Yeah, folks. I had to get up off this thing real quick, man. What's up, Tone? Man, I had to answer a call real quick. Let me see. Yeah, I had to answer a call. Work just called. I didn't want you guys all up in my business. I probably could have been getting cussed out or something. Yeah. So yeah. And then so like I was saying, your boy Anthony Bootlicking Joshua was like, "Oh, lineal, what is that?" Like I said, like he was, kind of making it, maybe saying like, "Man, fuck that shit," like, some dumb shit. But let's just say this: what if this dude really is naive about what the lineal title means? What if he is? Like I said, that's like me playing defensive back. Well, I ain't been playing it for forever, but let's go back what I've been playing forever. Well, I ain't been playing. I played linebacker first, then I went to wide receiver, then I went to defensive back. So, let's say for instance, I'm playing linebacker, and I don't know who the fuck Julius Peppers is, or I don't know who Lawrence Taylor is, or I don't know who Junior Seoff is, or I don't know who Ray Lewis is, and then I get into an interview, motherfucker say, "Hey man, so what? How do you feel about breaking Ray Lewis's sack record?" Oh man, Ray Lewis who? Who? Like are you being condescending toward it, or you just don't know? Maybe all this time that you and Eddie Hearn been talking about the lineal thing, maybe you should have went to the World Boxing News website, and they had a whole history lesson on what the fuck it means. Or maybe what you should have did was you should have went to Retro Boxing YouTube channel, and you could have educated yourself on that, but you didn't. Now let's go on to the next comment that we have in here. Kush King, what a joke that certain fighters want to act like IBO is a real belt. Triple G, AJ, Eubank Jr. were both trying to hold that weak position IBO, so that when these dick riding riders mention Eddie, them mention them, it sounds like they have 4 belts instead of 3 to casuals. It works too, because every time they mention Triple G and his paper titles, they claim he was unified at middleweight king. And yet when Charlo was mentioned after taking Triple G's trinkets, he's never called remotely the same dispute, despite having 10 times better resume. God damn. Kush King put in that work. Kush King putting that work. He gave him the business. But yeah, that's exactly what it is. Hey, what's up, Laws Dawkins? What's popping, boy? Yeah, man, that's exactly what it is. I'm just reading a couple of these articles off these things. So let's go into the next article here. Joshua Wilder is more interested in Fury. He has no titles. Well, look, why is he always talking about Wilder is always trying to eat off him, but every interview he has to talk about Deontay Wilder. He has to. Anthony Joshua has no fucking choice but to talk about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. He has no choice because they're gonna ask it. That's what them two people is the only people the fans want to hear about. And now all of a sudden, you're not the dude no more. You're not the dude on top no more. But the only thing you can do is go on a USAA propaganda tour. They try to show face. They try to keep face. You know, it's sad. It's sad when your favorite boxer has to resort to desperate means to try to fucking dictate other fighters. How you gonna fucking tell Wilder that you gonna take what the fuck I give you and nothing less and nothing more because it's on my motherfucking terms? Because I have 4 belts. I did it within 20 fights. I'm the one who did this and did that. When you didn't have to do nothing but get your black ass in the ring. Eddie Hearn did all that for you. You never picked a guy to fight a day in your life. Eddie Hearn picked every fighter that you have ever fought. That's Eddie Hearn doing, boy. That's what you is. You ain't nothing but a boy. Eddie Hearn picked every fucking fighter. You want to go down the list, motherfucker? What you want to talk about, Laws? Just let me know. When you want to go down the list, motherfucker, they ain't gonna be like, Fury ain't got no belts. You got Fury belts. You got Fury belts, and you still holding Tyson Fury's jock strap. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you mean? You know this dude is off the fucking chain. Let me pull something up. Okay, so your boy AJ got the fucking. He got the, he won a belt off of Charles Martin. And he gonna say, oh, well, Tyson Fury has no belts. What the fuck? Motherfucker, you fought Dominic Brazil. You fought Eric Molina. You fought Charles Takam. You fought Alexander P.E.D. motherfucking Povetkin. What fucking straps they had? The only strap they had was that fucking dildo that they was ramming up your fucking ass. That's the only thing you have, boy. That's what you is. I'm gonna keep saying it, boy. This motherfucker gonna say, my situation is that Wilder says that he won't fight him. As I've said, I'm willing to fight Deontay Wilder on April 13th in London. So I don't know what more I have to do to get the message across. He's more interested in fighting Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury holds no world titles. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me say this. I can't control Deontay Wilder or what Tyson Fury does or even as far as what they say. But what I can control is what I say and what I'm doing. I made sure with the negotiations, I've booked the date in advance. Set the venue in advance, and I'm walking my point clear in front of everyone, watching that I'm willing to fight. And one of these guys, especially Deontay Wilder, on April 13th at Wembley. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for listening. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Man, this dude's off the chain. Like, first of all, Anthony Joshua, you don't do nothing. You don't pick no dates. You don't pick no venues. And you for sure don't pick who you fucking fight. So stop acting like you getting all these titles and you like you the big man on campus. You signed to Matchroom Boxing. You signed that ass away. You don't dictate nothing. The only thing you can do is go around here. What's up, Reef? What's up, bro? Only thing you could do is go around here acting like you run shit. Eddie Hearn is telling you to take your bitch ass over here to go around to do all these damn fucking interviews and stuff like that. Because I can tell you this, ESPN don't need you there. ESPN don't want you there. They don't care. I don't think they walking around here trying to say, hey, Anthony Joshua, you want to come on the show and blah, 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 blah. I don't get they fucking care. Get your ass up out of here. I'm about to go burn the fuck out of an English muffin on the grill right now. Let's go on to the next one. Bitch ass motherfucker acting like he dictates shit. Oh, fucking shit, this motherfucker. What's this next article we got here? Anthony Joshua on U.S. offense after Deontay Wilder's forgotten man tag. Look, he's gonna have to. I think he is. I don't think Anthony Joshua is, because he don't dictate nothing. I think Eddie Hearn is. I dare anybody to go out there and find an interview that has Eddie Hearn in it that he don't bring up Wilder or Tyson Fury. I dare anybody to find an article. I dare anybody. You can't find one. Not as of lately. Shit. That's all Eddie Hearn can do. And I ain't mad at him. Because he getting exactly what he fucking deserved. Now, this is a guy named Anthony Joshua quotes. Oh, it's the Max Kellerman interview. So I think Max Kellerman, ESPN and all them cats, whatever, Stephanie A. Smith, they went easy on him. They should have pressed a question on, like, do you feel kind of upset, like, with the whole Canelo deal, like Canelo getting $300 million and you only getting $100 million? Do you think that Eddie Hearn has pocketed some money on securing you to the zone? Like, or ask the motherfucker, when he said, when Anthony Joshua was like, well, if it was up to me, I'd be on the beach drinking pina coladas. Max Kellerman, I would have been like, man, what the fuck is up to you? Like, what can you in your career dictate? What can you dictate? Are you in control of who you fight? Then if you would have said, yeah, I would have been like, okay, then why are you up here talking about I'm not into fantasy contracts when you're asking Deontay Wilder to accept no rematch clause and a flat rate of $15 million? How is that now? That's a fantasy contract on your part. How can you give another man, how can you give everybody a percentage, but then even if you take that $15 million, it's even less than the percentage, it's less. This is going to be Anthony, it doesn't matter. Whoever fights Deontay Wilder, as long as Deontay Wilder holds a belt, as long as Deontay Wilder holds the mystique of knocking motherfuckers smooth the fuck out in the ring, he's the number one guy to fight. And the reason why he's the number one guy to fight is because everybody knows the power is real. The power is real in that right hand of Deontay Wilder. And everybody knows this. You know how everybody knows this? Let me tell you something. Don't go act like when fucking Klitschko sparred Wilder, he didn't tell nobody, or nobody that was in that room didn't go tell nobody. You see what I'm saying? Don't act like the same thing with Tyson Fury sparring somebody. The same thing with AJ sparring somebody. There's spies and there's loose lips everywhere. Everybody knows Wilder's power is real, and that's why Tyson Fury was up there in the press conference screaming at the top of his lung that, I want to feel it. I want to feel it. Show me that powder, boy. Why do you think he was doing that? He knows it's real. Why do you think he was fighting like that on his back foot the whole time? He's know it is fucking real, and he can't stand the inside on that dude. He got to get out the way. He has to keep Deontay Wilder at more than arm's motherfucking length. Now let's go back to this bitch ass Anthony Joshua. Yeah, look, he gonna say, I can't control what Deontay Wilder does. I can't control. I already said that shit in the other one, read it off the other article. But that's more evident. If you can't control what these guys do, but what you can control is the offer that you put out there. So back to what everybody's been saying, the whole 15 million thing. That's what you saying you can control. But I know that you can't, because if Eddie Hearn and you talking about you guys are going to strip Deontay Wilder of his belt in 2018, and 2018 comes up and you guys only give offers that everybody know there's something wrong with it. Give me an offer that I can't refuse. I'm going to give you an offer that you can't refuse. You see what I'm saying? Take that motherfucking strap. You could at least say, hey, man, I'll give you 35% with no rematch clause. Well, I'll give you 30% with a rematch clause, or you could take the 50% with no rematch clause. Or you can say, well, look, Eddie Hearn, we already know he wants it to be a 2-fight fucking deal, but I don't know what he means by a 2-fight fucking deal. What he's going to offer fucking Dillian Whyte first before the fight. You know what I'm saying? What he should have, that's just me. I'm just going to skip that. It's just stupid. You can't offer somebody that has the money is in the U.S., and that's why Eddie Hearn and DAZN Matchroom is in the U.S. And at the same time, as you got people out here contradicting that, which is stupid. $75 for a pay-per-view. If you could do anything above 300,000, you're balling. If you could do between 5 and 600,000 pay-per-views, you're balling. That's way more than what Anthony Joshua was doing over there. If anybody in the U.S. can do 1 million pay-per-views, they can fill out a stadium in Las Vegas. And that's way more than what they can do over there in the U.K. But we're not the U.S., not the Mecca. There's no money in the U.S. Nobody watches boxing in the U.S., which all that stuff is a lie. I think it was, I don't know if it was Black Fight Fan or 78. He said it best. They don't care. The media in America don't care about boxing more like that. They're not interested in it, which is stupid, because you have all these sports around here. You got to make money, or somebody else will. It's either you give these boxers the credit and the motherfucking shine that they fucking deserve, the plugs and all that shit, or somebody else will. Like These Nuts app. Next article. Let's see here. WBC, no official ruling for Wilder versus Fury 2 until after Whyte versus Chisora 2. Why? Why does it fucking matter? Let me see what it says, because okay, here we go. Let's see here. At the Mexico City premiere of Creed 2, Marcio said the WBC will sanction the Wilder/Fury rematch. We're just waiting on December 22nd, and then after that, we'll make the official ruling. Man, that's some fucking See, and then they don't, but that's the shit I be talking about with some of these cats be doing these interviews and shit like that. That's all the WBC said. Like, why y'all didn't fucking, why y'all didn't ask this dude, like, why? Why is that? Why are you gonna wait for that fight, the winner of that fight first? Why? They have nothing to do with the rematch. Why? They always in the way of something. Like, if, God forbid, the WBC does some shady ass shit and calls for Wilder to fight Whyte, or look, This is what could happen. You know what? Let me see the let me go to the boxing rankings first. This is what could happen. The WBC could call for Fury versus the winner of Deontay Wilder versus the WBC can call the winner of Derek Chisora versus Dillian Whyte, the winner of that fight, to fight Tyson Fury. That's why I'm thinking they doing it. Because why? Why are you waiting for the winner of that fight to call for the sanction to fight? Let me add something else. Versus Whyte or yeah, there we go. Why? Like, that shit makes absolutely no fucking sense. But you know what? I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that in another video too. Yeah, there was something else. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that in another video too, cause that right there is some BS. Yeah, man, but that's what's been going on in boxing. It's a whole bunch of everybody want to say the WBC is corrupt. I think all these sanctioning bodies is corrupt. And I think the only reason why they would say they want to see the Tyson Fury versus the winner of the Derek Chisora versus Whyte fight is because of the money. It's exactly because of the money. Sanctioning dues. The WBC and these sanctioning bodies, they like to pass around this fucking collection plate. And that's just not even cool. Like, if we are getting the fights that we want, I'm thinking this is all hypothetical, that this is what I'm thinking that the WBC is doing. Not what they are going to do, but this is what I'm thinking. Like, why would you meddle with progress? The winner of Deontay Wilder versus Fury can go on and fight whoever the fuck they want to fight. The money is still gonna be there. Like, Deontay Wilder can go out there and fight Louis King Kong Ortiz again, Dillian Whyte, Dominic Breazeale, Anthony Joshua, and the list goes on. The same thing for Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury can go out there and give somebody a rematch that gave him some good work, that it went to a split decision or something like that, you know, or something like that. So what's the hell? We might even get a trilogy off of this. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Hey, y'all, I'm gonna end this live stream and I'm gonna come right back in a little bit.